Man, way back when T.I.'s son threatened Charleston White, I made a video saying that, they needed to parent him better and discipline him better because he had no business threatening a grown man. He had no business coming sideways out his mouth at a grown man. And a gang of people came at me like I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. And this is why you got to discipline your kids early. That shit ain't cute when your little ass kids is talking back to grown men. Because they going to get older and they going to think that shit acceptable. See, when King was talking shit to Charleston White, T.I. co-signed that shit. It was cute. When he was up in the Waffle House acting an ass, it was cute. T.I. calling them peasants. Why you in there arguing with peasants anyway? That shit was all right. Now, when the disrespect is towards T.I. and his wife, now all of a sudden you embarrassing us. Now all of a sudden you disrespectful. Now all of a sudden T.I. got to put this boy in the fucking full Nelson and shit. Nah, man, keep that same energy. It was cool when he was disrespecting other people, but it ain't cool when he disrespect you. And see, that's the fucking problem, because I done seen this story way too many times. I had a homeboy who broke up with his baby mama, and as a result, she used to let his son say all types of shit. He used to call his daddy all types of names and shit. And the man was telling the woman, hey, don't let him do that. That shit ain't cool. But she thought it was funny because they wasn't together no more. So it was cool for her little boy to call his dad the B word and all this stuff, right? Fast forward to now the boy damn near grown. He in his teens. And he cussing her the fuck out. Getting all in her face and she can't do shit with him. And she don't understand why. Sooner or later, the disrespect is going to come back at you. When you let your kids disrespect grown folks, sooner or later, that disrespect is going to come at you. Because why not? You've been instilling in them that it's okay for them to talk to anybody, any kind of way. Do you think that makes you exempt? It does not. And sooner or later, at some point, it's going to come back to you. That's why when your kid is little, you supposed to check that shit. The first time they come sideways at a grown-up, you supposed to check their ass. And let them know that that's not okay, because parents are the kids' first teachers. You see what I'm saying? So if you say that shit funny because they called somebody out their name or whatever, they talking to grown folks and doing all this shit, and you think that shit funny, sooner or later, you're going to have to reap what you sow. Discipline starts in the home. Got these little ass kids talking to people any type of way, and y'all be thinking that's funny. They not going to be kids forever. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna grow up and you gonna have to face the consequences of that shit. That's why you're supposed to check your kids. Plain and simple. That's why I was saying when he was talking shit, I seen this when he was talking shit to Charleston White, talking shit in the Waffle House. I'm like, y'all supposed to been disciplining this little dude. When he was on the show, if you remember when King was on that show and he was a little kid, he would be talking to people all reckless. But they thought it was cute because he was a little kid. Oh, he's just precocious or mischievous. No, he needs some fucking discipline. He way too comfortable talking to grown folks any type of way. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but when you let your kid do that shit and then they go out into the world, they got to realize that everybody in the world ain't their parents. Everybody in the world don't give a fuck about them. It's people in the world that don't give a fuck about your kid and don't give a fuck about who your parents is. Like who the kid's parents is. There's some people that'll fuck you up off GP. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you're supposed to instill that in there, because this is a harsh world, and they take that attitude out into the world. It's only gonna go so far before either something gonna happen to them or they gonna end up doing something. They gonna end up, you know what I'm saying, somewhere they don't need to be, whether it's the hospital, jail, but you know what I'm saying.